Well, hey everybody, Joy here. It is a marvelous Monday in Edmond, Oklahoma. I had a very nice morning. Number one, my husband hasn't left town yet, so he was here to go to my doctor with me. I was going to tell you why I went to the doctor. Some of you I know want to know, why do you keep going to the doctor? I have this little thing on my shoulder right here, and it's called a lipoma. Some of you may know what they are. Some of you may have dealt with them, and you probably can't even tell at all that it's there right now. But if I was to get up close to the camera, it's right here. It's like somebody put a blob of something right there on my shoulder. So several weeks ago, I was showing it to my husband, and he freaked out. You know, my husband's gone through cancer for years and years, and still has it on his skin and having things cut out on his shoulder and his hands and stuff. So anyway, he was all worried. So I went to my GP and showed it to her, and she said, "Oh, that's nothing. That's just a lipoma. Call a general surgeon and get it cut out because it could grow." So that's what this is all about. I went to the general surgeon today. I like the doctors and the people up here at Mercy Hospital in Edmond, Oklahoma. We went there so many times through Jerry's cancer, I feel like I know them all. And this doctor that I'm going to is the one that actually removed Jerry's spleen back when he had all that cancer in his body. So anyway, he looked at it and he said, yes, you need to have that cut out. It could have roots and it could go a little bit deeper, blah, blah, blah. So that's what it is, and I'm going to go in a week from Wednesday and have outpatient surgery, and they're just going to cut that little blob off my shoulder. So just in case y'all were wondering, why does she keep going to the doctor? That's what that's about. Okay? So, I'm excited. I don't know why I'm excited. You know, it's exciting when you can go to a doctor you know. You go to a doctor who remembers you, and you know his reputation and you know how good he is, and he treats you like you're a person instead of a number. Number one, he takes you in 5 minutes before your appointment and you're done 10 minutes after your appointment. So I just was very pleased at that this morning. Then we took 2 cars because my husband had to go to the store again, and then he's going to go back to the other house. But anyway, we took 2 cars, so that means when I got done at the doctor, I had my own car. And you know, my car, it automatically looks for fabric or patterns. It's like, okay, which way are we going to go? Here or here? So we decided we would go to Hobby Lobby. Because in that area where the doctor is, there's this fairly new, couple years old Hobby Lobby, and it's really big. And they tend to carry fabric that my Hobby Lobby here in Edmond doesn't carry. So I went there, and oh my goodness, I am such a total klutz. You guys know the fabric that I bought that was decorator fabric. It was back when Philly was here, and we bought it. And Philly was looking at the fuzzy stuff, and I turned around and I saw this decorator cotton fabric, and it was on clearance. It was like $6 a yard, and it had been 20-something a yard. And so I bought it, and then I made that maxi dress out of it. You remember that? Okay, so I decided today, I wonder if there's any more of that $6 a yard decorator fabric I could make another maxi dress out of. So I walked over to the aisle where the decorator fabrics are. And you know, in that aisle, they're not on bolts. They're on those long, skinny rods. They're really, really long, and they're up on hooks on these wooden racks. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 to 8 of them stacked on top of each other. Well, I saw this one really pretty one, and it was way up here, up on the top. And over on the edge, it had some writing that explained what kind of fabric it was. I wanted to know if it was 100% cotton. It felt like it was, but it said dry clean only, and I thought, what is it that you have to dry clean it? So I reached up as high as I could, and I turned the thing so I could read it to see if it was cotton. That thing started unrolling, and it just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. I'm like, oh no, I'm trying to hold it up and roll it back. That whole entire roll of fabric unrolled and hit the floor. So I went over there. The clerks there were just standing around talking. There was three of them, actually three of them in the fabric department. They're just chatting at each other. And I went over there and I said, emergency, emergency on aisle whatever over there. So they went over there and said, oh, that's okay. So it took two of them and they finally got it rolled back up. Anyway, other than the fabric falling completely off the bolt onto the floor, they did not have any patterns on sale. Now, I'm sure you have heard by now that the big 4, 5, 6, however many of the big ones there are, have decided that we're not dare allowed to have $1.99 patterns anymore. I don't know what they're thinking. If patterns are $1.99, I'll buy 10 of them. They say they're going to be $5 now when they're on sale. If they're $5 when they're on sale, I might buy 2. There's no way I'm buying 10 of them. I might buy 2, probably 1, probably none. So, as far as I'm concerned, they're probably going to end up selling less patterns and not more. But the good news is Hobby Lobby sells New Look. I think Joann sells New Look. And you know the patterns are always supposedly 40% off. Well, in the case of New Look patterns, they're only $5 or $6 to start with. So 40% off of that is actually a very good deal. So today, I only bought New Look. You want to see what I bought? Let me show you. I just think this skirt is the cutest. You all are talking about making things you can wear with boots. This is absolutely darling with boots. I told you the other day I have boots. I've worn them probably twice. I have one pair I've never worn at all. I think they had a boot sale one year at Overstock.com or something. But I think this is the cutest skirt for boots. I don't know what I'll make it out of. I don't think you can make that out of ITY knit or cotton. But there's always fabric mark fabric. This pattern is N6640, and I am making that skirt. I think it is so cute. All right, then this pattern has a topper in it. I'm not making toppers right now, but I like this topper, and it has a pair of pants in it. It's not wide leg pants, and it's not tight pants. It's just kind of normal pants. So I really like the pattern for the pants, and I always like a little tank top pattern. And the topper pattern is really cute too. So you could make a whole outfit like this little girl's wearing with this pattern. This one is 6546. Very cute. I asked the three ladies who were standing there talking to each other if they had any counter books. And they said, oh, they just sell out right away. We don't have any. So, no counter books today. Now, this one I bought for the top. I thought, you know, I need to start making some tops so they don't all look like each other. And so, I thought this was a cute top because it has 2 pockets and it has a bust dart. And if something already has a bust dart, it's easier to do an FBA in. And speaking of that, I need to show you guys something. Don't let me forget. Y'all remind me here in a second, okay? I promise. Something I want to show you. Okay, this I got, I guess it's a tunic. Philly told me a tunic is a tunic because of the length. I thought a tunic was a tunic because it had that slit in the top. So this one has a slit in the top, and it can be shorter so it can, or it can be long. So I don't know if it's a tunic or a blouse or what it is. This one is 6292. Now, I also noticed that in the New Look pattern book, it starts out with a section called Dresses, then there's a section called Separates, then there's a section called Children's. There is no section in that New Look pattern book called Tops. So if you're going to look at tops, evidently you have to look in Separates. I was kind of surprised. Guess what else I found today? I like to put zippers in the back of tops. Instead of just having the keyhole that you pull over your head, I like to put zippers. So when I was looking for counter books in the counter book section where there weren't any counter books, they put them over there in the clearance section is where they put them. I found these 4 zippers from 16 inches to 22 inches for 52 cents a piece. 52 cents a piece. I don't know what that's about. Why would they put these on sale for 50-something cents a piece? They're perfectly new, perfectly there all the time. I have no idea. Anyway, I was excited to get those. Then I found out from my friend Viv, just like you did in her last video, that Hobby Lobby sells fold over elastic. I have never seen it there. I never found it today. So the three ladies that were standing there talking, I went over there and I stood in line till they stopped talking to each other. And I said, do you have any fold over elastic? And they said yes. So it's over there with the ribbons, all of the ribbons, and it's all the ribbons on the bolts. And they were half price. And so this is their fold over elastic. I got it in 8 colors. But it doesn't say fold over elastic. It says decorative trim. Decorative trim. I had no idea this was fold over elastic. It's no wonder I never found it. 1/2 inch by 3 yards. Now I think we really prefer it 5/8 inch, but this is 1/2 inch. So you're going to really have to sew a skinny binding with this. It's 90% nylon, 10% spandex. But if you're looking for the fold over elastic, and like me, you cannot find it when it's not called that, ask somebody for it. It's called decorative trim, and it comes in like 12, 15 different colors. So half price today, I got 8 different colors for my stash. Then, you know, last time I was there with Philly, they had all of those shopping carts there, and all of the shopping carts were full of ribbons, and there was several girls sitting in front of the ribbon, and they were taking a bunch of ribbon off and putting a bunch of ribbon on. We heard that they had ordered all new ribbon and they were discontinuing a bunch of old ribbon. So I found these today, which I thought were so cool. These are $9.99, so half price they're $5. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls of ribbon in this container, half price. I got black, I got shiny gold, and this is, it's not decorative ribbon, it's just satin ribbon, just solids. Huh? I thought that's really good for $5 for all that many spools. Look at that. So that's just stash building. I don't have that much trim in my stash. So I decided to put some more stuff in my trim. Then I have some new material. It's like every time I go there, I look at every single fabric that they have. Every single fabric that they have. And so I was like, oh, I've seen that, I've seen that, I've seen that. Oh, that's been here forever. I've seen that, I've seen that. And then, I've never seen that one before. Oh, I love this. You know me and flowers. I think this is so pretty. What do y'all think? I don't know if it's my color or if it's not my color. And I don't care. I'm making something out of it. I just love it. So I got that today. And I got something else from Fabric Mart Fabric. You want to see it? You got to hold on while I go grab it. Plus my battery's fixing to die. So let me change the battery and go get the other fabric. I'll be right back. Okay, this first fabric's been here for a couple of weeks. So I don't know if there's any of it left. It was one of those days and it said, in your email, it said Julie's Picks. And this was the one that she picked. And so I thought this would be a nice skirt for fall. It's not my usual colors, but below the waist you can wear anything, right? So, this is it. I think it's still there. I think I saw it there the other day. And it doesn't look good on my face, I know, but for a skirt. I wonder if that one skirt I just showed you is for knits or wovens. Oh, I'm gonna check into that. Okay, so this one is called, the SKU is SKB like boy 3467W. Bronze, teal, green, dark brown, parchment, multi-polyester lycra floral paisley. That's a long description. So if you're crazy about it, you might want to go to Fabric Mart Fabrics and see if they still have it. Tell them Joy sent you. Okay, now here's another one that I got from them, only I don't have the paper for it. I don't know why I don't have the paper for it, but I don't. I showed you the two yellows and I showed you the red. So this was another one of Julie's picks, and it was a couple weeks ago too. So this one's heavy, and I don't think I showed it to you yet, but I think I just saw it on the website the other day, maybe in clearance. So that's this one. This one's like thick sweater. It's nice, very nice. So I can't give you the description, but if you look at it close, you can go there and I'm sure you can find it. Okay? All right, now remember what I told you to remind me? You forgot, didn't you? You know, we just had the topper challenge. Some of you weren't there, that's fine. Some of you were. But during the topper challenge, one of the ladies posted this yellow topper. And I just loved it. It was different than all the other ones. And it was yellow. And since I'm getting ready to make a yellow one, it kind of caught my eye. And I thought, I wonder what pattern that is. And so she named the pattern, and it doesn't have a number, but it had a pattern name and a company, and she put that underneath the picture. So I went there. It's called Helen's Closet, is the pattern company, Helen's Closet. So I went there to look for this pattern. And the pattern is called Blackwood, I think. Does this say what the pattern is called? I think it was called the Blackwood Cardigan. And I was just scrolling down looking at the pictures of what everybody had made, what fabrics they'd used and the different styles and how they changed it around. And at the end of it was this wonderful tutorial on how to do a full bust adjustment. I know you guys have heard me talk about that for years. You've never heard me talk about this one. This one is different. It's free. You can go there and you can get it. It's pages and pages long. Pages, pages, pages. 16 pages, I think. And it shows you how to do an FBA in that Blackwood cardigan, but you can use it in anything else. So, fabulous. Okay, what am I wearing? You want to know what I'm wearing? So do I. Okay, this is what I'm wearing. You remember I've shown you this pattern several times. I was going to make it out of the red. So I went in my closet to find something with red in it. See, I'm wearing some red pants. To find something with red because I wanted to have a print top. So I found this border fabric. This requires a stretch fabric. It says sized for stretch knits only. So I pulled this out of the closet and I thought, does this stretch? And so I held it up and I stretched it. I didn't stretch it that way. So I held it up and I stretched it. Look at that. Look at the stretch in it. But as I just showed you, when you turn it the other direction, it doesn't stretch one iota. Guess what happens when you cut something out of a border print? The stretch goes up and down and there's none going around. So it's all I could do to even get into this thing. But I put it on to show it to you because it's really hard to tell on the pattern cover what it looks like. Let me roll this camera down a little bit. I wanted to show you this little notch thing on the hem. Down, let me see, are we wide? Yeah. See? The little black insert right there? That's what it's hard to see on the pattern cover. And not only is it hard to see on the pattern cover, the directions on how to do it are awful. So, if you happen to have this and you make it, just put it together. Don't pay any attention to what they tell you about hemming it. Just sew it together, When you get the pieces all together, then turn it inside out, put it up on your ironing board, and figure out how to hem it yourself. Because their directions are horrible. Sew from dot to dot like they tell you to, but don't hem anything up until you get the whole bottom done. And then it's much, much easier, okay? So, I think that's all I bought. And I think that's all I had to show you. And I think that's all I had to tell you. So, bye for now.